Hello again, this is Robert Veach here, and this is my video review of the Ralcam brand, the articulating endoscope borescope inspection camera with 3.2 foot flexible snake and 180 degree articulating knob controlled on that snake. We're going to show that's really cool. It's 8.5 millimeter diameter probe with 2 million pixel sensor, has a 4.5 inch IPS color monitor, so you don't have to worry about the angle of it. Has a high temperature sense on the end of the probe that allows this to shut down if it goes above 95 degrees to protect the probe, the electronics. And it has a flex bending 180 degrees head on there with a knob control. It's really unique. I've never seen that before. Now, I have a mechanic friend that works on automobiles, and he emailed me and said that this is a product I should buy. And I believe him now after testing this. This thing works really, really well. The head on here is not waterproof, and they do have warning labels on there. So you can't use this in a sink or underwater, but it's meant for inspection of the automobile or a lot of other things I'm going to show. I'm going to inspect my furnace, an old Edison record player, and a coffee pot grinder that I've had some issues with. So that's just an example of what you can use this for. Comes with a nice little instruction manual and a little cleaning cloth, and this really nice quality holder with a handle that zippers closed and is totally padded all the way around to protect this valuable instrument right here. So this is commercial quality. I was real impressed with it. We're going to go over the video this produces. And I have a slide to show what format it is and the quality of it. I was real impressed at how easy it is to operate and to look at the video and the pictures. This will also work with your iPhone or your Android product. We're going to try that out. It's using the Wi-Fi code you can scan on here. We're going to be demonstrating that also. So this is really handy if you're a car mechanic, and it's an industrial quality, as I mentioned. You want to take pictures or record videos to get into really small places. You can't go wrong with a product like this. Internally, there's 6,000 milliamp hours, a really big battery. It's the biggest one I've seen on any one I reviewed. So this is going to give you 6 hours of using time with that display fully on the brightest setting in the tip LEDs on the brightest setting. Now, to charge this device or to read data, there is a really nice braided flexible cable. It has USB-A on one side and it has USB Type-C on the other side. So this just gets plugged in to the side of the unit right here, just like that, and you can get data or charge it. We're going to put this on a USB port, and then once you do that, the unit has a little display right here. I'm sure the camera can't pick it up, but it's glowing red right now. And that display right there will go to solid green when it's fully charged, and really simple to use that port. On the other side of this is all sealed. On the other side there is an opening right there, and that is the included micro SD card in there. So the first thing I'm going to show is simply how to turn the unit on. Push that button right there, hold it down, comes with a nice display, and then you see the unit comes on and starts showing what you're looking at. There's some outlets I'm pointing it to. It's got a really good focal distance range. It goes like to right to the lens itself, and it goes all the way out to 3 or 4 or 5 inches, and even something that is far away like infinity, it still produces a decent image. As you can see right here, you can see the studio lights right there. So it has a really good focal range. I was real impressed with that. Now here's the knob that's really unique about this. So as you rotate this knob, it actually articulates the head. You see it goes over 180 degrees. I mean, look at that, it's even going backwards. And it's really accurate and really reliable. Just make sure when you're backing up from something that you zero it out. But we're going to give some examples of that. That is so cool, and that is just so unique and allows you to move. So if you're going into a pipe that's got an angle, you could articulate it down like that, and it helps you get to those complex angles. Really nice. Let's take a look at the menu on here. So you can see that it's very bright. It's got the LEDs going right there. If you hit this button once it's on, you could dim those down. And sometimes you don't want it fully bright. Sometimes you want to dim them down slightly. Really depends on what you're looking at. And you can do that real time while you're snaking this through something. Now you have a mode button on here. It starts off in the picture mode. I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but it has a little camera image right there. And then if you hit the mode button, it goes to video. And it's very simple to take a picture or a video. All you do is hit this button right there, and then you see the counter starting. So right now it's actually taking a video. You hit this again, and then it stops. And then if you go back to mode, we can hit play, and we'd actually play that video that we just took right there. Now we hit mode again, and then it goes back to picture. You want to take a picture, it's very simple. You just hit that button right there, and it tells you that the image was stored on the little micro SD card, which is included. And that's basically it. That's how simple this is. I love the simplicity of this menu. And now you have this menu right here. You hit that button there, and you have a choice of resolution. Hit OK, and you could have 720p or VGA if you want to have minimal image size, or 1080 full HD. And then you hit OK like that. And then you could also move down the menu, go to timestamp. You could turn the date stamp and timestamp off. Here is the Wi-Fi so that we can get it to synchronize with a Android device or an Apple phone. And we can move down this menu, hit this menu right here. You have a choice of auto power off, on and off, language choice. You can set the date and time. You could format the micro SD card. Then you have a choice of having the temperature display on, because it does allow you to monitor temperature. And that's basically it. I love the simplicity of that menu. So here I wanted to demonstrate the actual width of the probe on here. I've got a micrometer, and you can see it's 8.5. I don't know if the camera's picking that up. It's 8.5 millimeters in diameter, just like they say. And that's a nice compromise. It's not overly small, and it's definitely not big. It's going to allow you to get into a lot of areas easily, especially with that articulation that's on there. So here's just a quick example. Here is an aluminum pipe with a really small inside diameter. And we're going to set this down. I'm going to show you I've got this light turned on, and I can put this, it just barely fits in there. Basically shows me the aluminum walls in there and any little bit of dust that's in there, but it gives you an idea of how small of a opening this thing will reach through. It's unbelievable. So here's an example. I've got a PVC pipe right here that's on an angle, and if I were to go inside this pipe, and then you see that normally it would just go straight like that, but here I could take the articulation and I could get that pipe to go through there, and then because of that it ended up going all the way through the pipe. So as you can see, the 3.2 feet cable can be flexed quite easily and get into a lot of tight places. That's a nice length so that you could really test a lot of different things. 3.2 feet is perfectly adequate to test and to get into a lot of test areas. And the unit itself does have the head temperature right there. You have a battery indicator, you have the Wi-Fi right there, and that is the light of the head right there letting you know that it is on. And you can turn it off like I just did. There is the ability to rotate the image right on this display by hitting that button right there. That will do actual 180 degrees of the image. And sometimes that's real important as you're snaking through something. You want to rotate it 180 degrees to get a better perspective. Now on the back of the unit, it does have a barcode for the app. We're going to scan that. I've got a scanner on here, and there it put the website right there. We're going to go to that. And now it says, do you want Android, Google Play, iOS? I have an Android device, so I'm going to go to Google Play. So we downloaded it. Now we're going to open the program up. And there are some operating instructions that came up. So the program is asking me to turn on the Wi-Fi switch. So we're going to go to the settings menu and we're going to scroll down, and there's the Wi-Fi switch. Hit OK, and now we're going to turn that on. So now it's got the Wi-Fi connection on the actual unit. So on my phone I have the Wi-Fi, and I do see the product right there. You can see the 450M right there. And now it's connected. You can see it's mirroring whatever I'm looking at to my Android phone. And now it's mirroring whatever I see to my Android phone. And there's really no delay. It's really impressive. Look at that. That's nice. So now you can use your phone, your Apple phone, or your Android phone to see what you're looking at. If you want to have a dual display, it allows you to do that. That's really nice. Now when you're ready to get your data, your pictures, or your video, you take the included cable, you plug it into a USB-A port on your PC or your Mac. You take the USB Type-C, and on the right hand side of the unit there's a USB Type-C port. You plug it in like that, and you get a little data connection, and the computer responds, and then you have your typical DCIM file, and you double click on that, and there you have all your pictures and your movies. And all you do is you just grab them and you just drag them to your desktop where they'll be downloaded, allowing you to gain access to them for viewing, or if you want to make a video with them. It's really simple to do. So here I'm going to use the unit to look inside a coffee grinder, which is a real small opening on the bottom. You can see the cutting blades right there, the mounting bolts. Of course, with this display, it's an IPS display. It's really bright in all different angles. So here I'm going to look inside an old Edison player. I'm going to use the articulating head function to allow me to see on this side here, this little slot. So there's the gear mechanism that I was trying to repair right there, and I could see the screw that's tensioning it, and I could change this angle right here using the knob. Very effective and very clear image. So inside a furnace you have the ductwork for the flames. There's 3 jets inside there, and you can look inside with this great tool to actually see what's going on and to see the fire sensors and things in there and see if there's any rust or any other issues. So we're going to open up that and we're going to look at the flame sensor and all the rollout flame sensors and the actual heating ports, the jets themselves. Let's take this out. You can see the condition right there of the heater that lights up the flame, and here we can see the flame sense. You can see that there is some brown and some oxidation on there, so I'm going to have to take that out and clean it. So after thoroughly testing the Ralcam brand articulating endoscope borescope, I really like this product. It seems to be commercial quality. The way you can adjust this head is unbelievable. The video and the picture quality was superb. The focal distance of the tip of this, the lens, and the camera system is top-notch. This IPS display looks extremely clear regardless of the angle. This is a cool product, and you're going to find it really useful in all your daily applications of work. If you're a mechanic or you're just a tinkerer and you want to fix something, this is excellent for that. So I'm going to give this product a full 5-star rating. Please remember, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to alert to new video uploads. And if you like this review, please hit the like button. I hope the information I presented helped you with your buying decisions. Thanks for watching.